United We Om is a 501c3 nonprofit sharing accessible yoga and meditation with trauma-impacted and under-resourced communities. All of our workshops and trainings are offered by donation with no minimum donation. Your donation directly supports our mission of making the benefits of practice available to everyone. Thanks to supporters like you, we've continued to provide practice virtually throughout the pandemic. Learn more and support our work at unitedweom.org. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Rafael Rivera with United We Om, offering a brief breathing practice. Pranayama, also known as breathing restraints or breathing disciplines, are a fantastic way to downregulate the nervous system. It takes approximately 15 minutes of mindful breathing in order to shift out of that fight or flight into rest and digest. So shifting from sympathetic to the parasympathetic nervous system. And so this is a brief little introduction to how to focus in and mindfully monitor the breath. And so before we begin, I invite us to find a comfortable shape for the body, setting ourselves up, whether it be seated upright or laying flat, whatever you find best. Please avoid doing this while driving. And while we're here, taking a moment to notice the quality of breath right now. That doesn't mean change anything about it. It just means notice it. Is it short? Is it long? Choppy? Start to add qualities to how we observe. And now that we've established that baseline, I welcome you to count the breath. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, pausing, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, pausing, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're always welcome to lengthen or shorten the breath if you do find that anything offered causes distress. Make sure to stop and resume a natural, normal pace of breath. Again, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, hold, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As we lengthen our exhales, we're allowing our bodies to again downshift. And remembering that you can implement these practices even if it's one mindful breath a day. Just like that is more than enough to build a practice. We don't have to do extravagant, fancy practices. We can make it simple, accessible, and sustainable by inhaling for 1, 2, 3, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Noticing what's coming up. And when we notice, it's not about categorizing, it's not about judging. Just what are we feeling? What is coming up physically, emotionally? I invite us to take a big breath in through the nose and a big breath out. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Now for the second portion of this, focusing on that whisper that you just heard. In order to cultivate this, it takes a little bit of practice, but practice makes progress. So don't feel discouraged if you find it challenging at first. And so, as we inhale, we're going to fill up all the way up to the collarbones. Inhaling, inflating the abdomen and the chest, and opening the mouth wide and making an HA sound. We'll try that again, inhaling fully. And opening the mouth with an HA sound. As we continue to cultivate that breath connection, you may continue to exhale with the lips opened, or we can try to make that HA sound with the lips sealed. And this is where it gets tricky. I know it's going to get a little weird, so again, we'll inhale fully through the nose. And with the lips sealed, exhaling. Now you'll notice that I'm not counting these breaths because for everybody it's different. So add or shorten as you see fit, inhaling fully and exhaling. While we do practice these, I invite us to maybe wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, rotating the wrists, the ankles, and just observing how the body feels. Check in with the shoulders, check in with the jaw. We'll take another breath in together and exhaling fully. If you had your eyes lightly closed, I invite you to gently blink those eyes open, welcoming a little bit of movement, whether it be stretching those arms up and overhead, giving yourself a hug, moving around in circles, however you see fit here. And finding something that resembles gratitude. I invite us to allow the intelligence of the mind to acknowledge the wisdom of the heart. This has been Rafael Rivera with United We Om, offering a brief breathing meditation. Thank you for taking the time, and thank yourself for taking the time to practice. I look forward to sharing again.